would like to tell the students I'm so proud of your hard work and dedication, and also to the STAR teachers that are being recognized. Hey, I love you guys. The first STAR student is Ahmad Abomari. Ahmad plans to pursue medicine after high school. The STAR teacher for Ahmad is Melissa Hancock. To me, Mrs. Hancock acted as a foundation in the academic career. Joining the Gifted and Talented program in elementary opened up the environment of creative thinking when I was a youngin'. She guided all students and made it enjoyable. Ahmad loved puzzles, experiments, and always had a unique way of looking at the world around him. Having the ability to learn quickly, I always had to have something up my sleeve to challenge him.
Our next STAR student and teacher are Abby Anderson and Paige Patterson. Her future plans include attending Texas A&M and majoring in engineering. Abby says of Ms. Patterson, "I knew almost immediately after beginning her class that Coach Patterson and I had made a special connection. Coach Patterson helped me see that my thoughts and voice were wanted and valid." Ms. Patterson says about Abby, "I remember being so impressed with your work ethic and focus in English 1 and 2. I admire you because you are one of the students who can be counted on to do their best. I look forward to hearing about all the future accomplishments you will attain, and I wish you a continued blessed life."
Our next STAR student is Catherine Aris. Catherine is currently attending Texas A&M and is majoring in allied health, and her STAR teacher is Stephanie Henschel. Mrs. Henschel has a heart of gold. It is evident in the way she teaches, in the way she listens to her students, and how deeply she cares for everyone who walks into her classroom. Mrs. Henschel said, "Over the last 3 years, I've been blessed to see Kat consistently work hard and care more about learning than the grade she receives. I could count on her to ask questions and force me to think of new ways to explain a concept. She was invaluable as my teacher's aide. I am most impressed, though, by Kat's love for others and her positive attitude."
Our next STAR student and STAR teacher, Rachel Asher and Melody Hawkins. Her future plans are to attend the university with a major in economics. She writes about Miss Hawkins, "I remember the first day I entered 3rd grade. I remember Miss Hawkins welcoming me with open arms and a big smile. 2 years later, she pushed me to be part of different clubs and organizations, but most importantly, she taught me how to stand up for myself and to be proud of who I am." Miss Hawkins says, "I had never had a classroom of my own, and so it was the first day of school. I had the privilege of being Rachel's teacher that year. Even then, I could see that Rachel was a world changer. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your story."
Our next STAR student is Katie Cannon. After high school, she plans to pursue a double major in journalism and political science at the University of North Texas in Denton, and her STAR teacher is Katrina Keener. Mrs. Keener has been my theater director for 6 years. Mrs. Keener has been my biggest supporter, whether it be academics, extracurriculars, or career goals. Mrs. Keener has always shown me unwavering love and encouragement. I have had Katie since the 7th grade. We have taken a journey together ever since. My biggest memories of her will be sticky notes she left all over my desk when I needed them most. I also remember the time she broke the computer, the many times she was injured, and the times she shined in whatever part I gave her on stage.
Our next STAR student and teacher are Hannah Ceballos and Coach Brian Reed. He may have only been my cross-country coach, but his coaching style has impacted many aspects of my life, including my education. In accomplishing my running goal for cross-country, I came to the realization that I have the ability to accomplish my academic goals if I put my time and dedication into it. Coach Reed wrote, "Hannah is a very hard-working student athlete who always wants to do her best in the classroom as well as on the cross-country course. Hannah's other teachers talk very highly of her, and I'm so excited that she has been accepted and run on the cross-country team there."
Our next STAR student is Casey Condren, along with STAR teacher Charles Moon. After high school, she plans to attend the University of Texas at Arlington and major in psychology. Mr. Moon is someone who taught me the significance of remaining calm. There were many times where I felt lost and extremely frustrated. Mr. Moon's teaching methods and drive to push forward allowed me to gain a more positive outlook on life's challenges. Mr. Moon wrote this, "Casey is a smart, talented young person with a caring heart and a likable personality. Casey is one of those special students that truly make anyone feel like they're part of an amazing and successful team.
Our next star student is Luke Cowger, and his star teacher is Justin Stapleton. His plans are to attend Texas A&M for civil engineering. Luke writes, Mr. Stapleton showed us in robotics how to be a leader. Even though there was a shortened season, we went farther than we have ever gone in the past. Mr. Stapleton writes, Luke was the first Red Oak student that I encountered when I began teaching at Red Oak. Luke set the standard for what an ROHS student should be. Luke has been a key leader, a friend to a great many students, and a constant source of comedy and alternative thinking. I am forever grateful knowing that I had the privilege to work with such a talented person with immense potential. And I'm proud because Mr. Stapleton was my student, by the way, just a side note.
Our next star student is Catherine Dias. She plans to attend Texas A&M and major in urban and regional planning. And her star teacher is Alexa Menzel. Mrs. Menzel has been my art teacher for the past 4 years. Every day she encourages me to keep pushing my limits. For the past 4 years, Mrs. Menzel has inspired me to accomplish my goals while also creating even bigger ones. Gracie is the epitome of a star student, a young lady of noble character and heart. When I think about Gracie, I think about a playful, lighthearted spirit who carries a humble assuredness. After 4 years, it's going to be hard to say goodbye, but I'm excited to continue to watch Gracie flourish as she chases her dreams.
Our next star student is Aaliyah Easterling, and her future plans are to attend college and earn a bachelor's degree in nursing and go into my career as an OBGYN. And her star teacher is Angela Smith. Miss Smith has left a lasting effect on my life. I have received endless words of encouragement and support in the past 4 years of having her as my counselor. Years from now, I won't be able to remember every conversation we had, but I will remember how she made me feel. And Miss Smith writes, there is no denying her academic success as she has earned this accolade and many others, but it is the quality of her character that truly makes her stand out. I look forward to witnessing the greatness that she will achieve in whatever she chooses to do.
Our next star student is Elisa Francis, and her star teacher is Lauren Crane. Mrs. Crane is one of the most patient and understanding teachers and people I've ever met. When my mom passed away, Mrs. Crane prayed for me and always made sure I was doing okay. Mrs. Crane is an incredible teacher, but I'll always remember her by the way she loved her students and her donuts. I have loved having Allie in my class since the first day of her junior year. But one thing that stands out to me is how she dealt with the loss of her mother last year. There were several days I could tell you she was exhausted, but she would somehow rouse herself to answer questions, work with her classmates, and even smile and wish me a good day. And of course, who can't love a kid who brings them donuts every Friday?
Our next star student is Ashley Gonzalez Tamez. Her star teacher is Miss McGinnis, as we call her Chief. She writes, in the summer of 2019, I didn't graduate from Leadership Academy and I was devastated. Chief found me after the ceremony, and to be honest, I was expecting a hug. You did your best. What I got in return was, get yourself together and move on. She didn't indulge in what I wanted. She gave me what I needed. Chief says Ashley was very quiet and had a passion for learning about leadership. What I will always remember about her is how committed she was to do whatever she set her sights on.
Our next star student is Tiffany Hayes. After high school, she plans to attend the University of North Texas and major in psychology. And her star teacher is Janet Counts. Mrs. Counts was always there to help me when I did not understand something and needed help. This year, I became her teacher aide to help her, but the reality is her actually helping me. Tiffany is a star. She will be one of those students that I always will be able to bring to my mind as I look back on my 38 plus years of teaching at Red Oak High School. I know that Tiffany has all the necessary skills that will make her future educational goals attainable. She is smart, curious, and willing to work. I know she has the inner strength and fortitude to get the job done.
Our next star student is Mia Hernandez. Her future plans include attending the University of Texas at Austin to major in pre-public relations and obtain a bachelor's degree. Her star teacher is Miss McClure. Mia writes, I knew that every time I walked into her class that my day would be better. Miss McClure was one of those teachers that never failed to make the classroom a beneficial and open environment for everyone. I don't think she knows how much she changed my life for the better with her patience, grace, and love for me the last 3 years. Miss McClure writes about Mia. Mia is one of the sweetest, most polite students I've taught. She works hard to be successful at school, and when her classes are challenging, rather than complain, she simply works harder.
Our next star student is Taylor Kriebel. After high school, she plans on majoring in biology at Baylor University, and her star teacher is Jennifer Thomas. Mrs. Thomas has played a pivotal role in my social, emotional, academic, and vocational development. Mrs. Thomas makes me feel safe and is an amazing listener when I'm expressing my concerns about school. Taylor is a ray of sunshine. She lights up the room with her warm smile and positive attitude. She is resilient, goal-oriented, hardworking, ambitious, and a sweet young lady. I am proud of Taylor and all of her accomplishments and look forward to seeing her future success.
Our next star student is Jordan Lansdale, and her future plans are to attend the University of Texas at Arlington and major in nursing. And her star teacher is Dawn Little. Jordan writes, Mrs. Little, or Mama Little as I call her, grew my interest in the medical field and constantly encouraged me to pursue my dreams of becoming a nurse. But the most important lesson Mrs. Little taught wasn't one that could fit into a lesson plan or interactive activity. It was learned by observing her actions. To be patient, caring, selfless, and to love others above all else. Miss Little writes about Jordan. She is a beautiful young lady who is both caring and intelligent. She is going to be an amazing nurse one day, and we are excited to see what God has in store for her future.
Our next star student is Michaela Lutzkowski. After high school, she plans to attend the University of North Texas and major in finance. And her star teacher is Megan Zawiski. She makes anyone and everyone feel welcome in her presence. For that reason, the band hall became a home. Therefore, Mrs. C will always hold a special place in my heart. In the spring of 2014, I had the opportunity to meet the cutest fifth grade girl and seemed very shy and quiet. But within minutes, it was clear that this amazing young lady was bright and intelligent. I will never forget the day Michaela gave me one of her paintings. That painting is a constant reminder. Michaela makes the world a better and more beautiful place.
Our next star student is Joseph Mena. His plans are to attend the University of Texas at Dallas and major in actuarial science. And his star teacher is Coach Oscar Lewis. Coach Lewis has shown me what it is like to work for something in the present to reach a goal in the future. Coach Lewis has shown me what it means to truly love what you do, and I am so thankful for that. Coach Lewis writes of Joseph, he calls him Ethan, is focused and competitive and always strives for success. He has always been willing to put others before himself, which truly shows his character as a selfless individual. I want to thank Ethan for making the soccer program better than when he entered it, and for also being the true definition of a scholar athlete.
Our next star student is Nayala Mungaya. After high school, she plans to attend Texas A&M University and major in allied health and nursing. And her star teacher is Claudia Marino. 6 years ago when I met Miss Marino, she has been the person who I can go to for anything and always uplifted and encouraged me to be the best version of myself. She has been an amazing role model in my life. I will continue to hold Miss Marino close to me for the rest of my life. Nala was a standout student from the moment she walked into my classroom in the 7th grade. Her eagerness to learn and to help others was something that always set her apart from her peers. Nala, I am extremely proud of your achievements, and I can't wait to see the difference you're going to make in this world.
Our next star student is Natalie Rodriguez. Her plans are to attend Texas A&M University and study psychology. And her star teacher is Susie Keene. Miss Keene is a positive and bubbly teacher who made the year I had with her memorable and fun. Because of Mrs. Keene, I was motivated to continue on a path of higher level classes and do my best every day. Miss Keene writes of Natalie. Natalie was an eager, creative, and very hardworking student. Natalie was always generous with her time and ready to help others when needed. Being her teacher was one of the great highlights of my almost 40 years in teaching. I'm so excited to see what this new Aggie does with her incredible talents.
Our next star student is Carly Rushing. After high school, she plans to attend college and major in English. And her star teacher is Stephanie Schomer. Mrs. Schomer has helped me make the most out of my high school experience by being a role model who exudes positivity and confidence. I am grateful to have a teacher I can rely on for advice and guidance while making sure I didn't lose my character. Carly is a type of student every teacher dreams of teaching. I was fortunate to have Carly when she was a sophomore. She hasn't left my classroom since. She truly is a difference maker and a world changer.
Our next star student is Amy Salgura. Her plans are to attend the University of Texas at Austin to major in anthropology and linguistics. Her star teacher is Kendra Blakely. Amy writes of Miss Blakely, "She continues to encourage me to do my absolute best in all aspects of life, and whenever I need advice, she is always there to help me out, no matter how silly the subject is." And then Miss Blakely says, "Amy always came to class, my last class of the day, and she came with a smile on her face and an infectious attitude. I sincerely believe that Amy will be successful in all her future endeavors, and I am so very honored to have been chosen as her star teacher."
Our next star student is Aya Saeed. After high school, she plans to attend the University of Texas at Dallas and major in biology. And her star teacher is Andrew Davis. There has never been a dull moment experienced in your class. I have never been really good at English, but I was truly able to excel in the subject with your direction. You set some pretty high standards for my future professors. Aya has always, yes, always has something to add or contradict in class. In a good way, of course. Our motto for the year, "But wait, there's more," is now my favorite shirt. And yes, there will be way more for her as she goes forth to do some amazing stuff.
Our next star student is Alyssa Starr. Her future plans are to double major in biology and either study art or commercial art. After college, she wants to attend medical school to become a physician. And her star teacher is Mrs. Stephanie Scott. Mrs. Scott, she writes, impacted my education and left a lasting impression on me by always being very positive and being a positive presence in class. She made learning easy and interesting, and she made her class something to look forward to. Miss Scott writes of Alyssa, "I can't think of a time when she didn't have the answer ready to go. She is so talented. Her quiet, observant nature will definitely be a tool to her success in the future."
Our next star student is Addison Sumler. After high school, she plans to attend the University of North Texas and major in psychology with a minor in medical anthropology. And her star teacher is Angela Thomas. Mrs. Thomas puts compassion and empathy above everything else. Whether it's a college recommendation letter or life advice, I know Mrs. Thomas has my back with all of it. I'm going to miss her like crazy. Addison and I have a connection that I've never shared with another student. From becoming one of the best sign-making masters to being an advocate for her classmates as a council president, she always finds a way to turn work into something fun. I can't wait to see the amazing things that you accomplish in your life.
Now for our final teacher and student, Maya York and Mr. Caudill. Her plans are to attend Baylor University and major in biology on the pre-med route. She writes of Mr. Caudill, "Mr. Caudill is an outstanding teacher with the unfortunate role of teaching physics, one of the hardest subjects for high school students. I truly believe Mr. Caudill desires the best for each of his students and that he will continue to support me in the future." Mr. Caudill writes of Maya, "The fact that she is graduating a year early near the top of her graduating class is a testament to her hard work and dedication. She has a great personality and gets along well with all other students." I just want to personally say thank you to all these golden students and teachers. I mean, these teachers and students are golden. And parents, thank you too, because these are the kids that have stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning doing projects, and you've read, and you've done summer work, and you've looked into colleges, and you've gone for college visits, and you've just been such a joy to Red Oak ISD.